My name is Hunter Bell. I live here. I've been in the city for 10 years, and I'm a fashion designer. I started a clothing line in 2006 with a business partner at the time. The label and the company is still today called Hunter Dixon. I majored in fashion design down south at the University of Alabama, and pursued fashion. Always knew I wanted to be a fashion designer, and moved to New York right after graduating in 2003, and worked for various fashion designers that didn't hold the same, I guess you could say, design aesthetic that I really wanted to be focused on as a fashion designer. I knew it was just a matter of time for when I wanted to start a clothing line, and that was a women's clothing line. And so I started it in 2006 and grew it before the recession hit, before Facebook, before Gilt Group, before the off-price market started booming, and we saw a lot of success early on getting picked up by department stores and growing the business. I actually invested money to start the business with my business partner, and in order to make ends meet, I worked at 2 hedge funds, randomly enough, as a secretary, basically booking appointments for hedge fund managers, and I knew all the great restaurants, so making them great dinner reservations, and was able in 2010 to raise capital through various angel investors to go full-time with my business, which at the time was shipping to Saks, and my name was on the wall, and I was basically full-time hedge fund assistant, and not even full-time with my clothing line. So God has definitely been gracious in kind of a roundabout sort of way. In 2012, we needed more financing and more capital, and the partnership, I'm a Christian, my business partner at the time was a Christian. We were seeing different ways of growing the business, different ways of tithing. I think money became sort of a different ideal, if you will. I didn't need to take a paycheck, and my business partner at the time really wanted to be driven by how much money she was making, and so the partnership became toxic. In 2012, I thought that maybe my husband and I should start planning a family. Maybe, we've seen a lot of success. Maybe I should close the business. And this sort of kind of sounds like a testimony, if you will, because the business has been for so long. I was approached by NBC to go on, ironically enough, a TV show called Fashion Star, which aired last year from March until May. I didn't plan on being on TV. I wasn't looking for that opportunity, but it really was God's way of saying, hey, don't quit your day job, don't quit designing. I've got a better plan for you. Keep persevering. And so I went on this crazy TV show, which was similar to like a Project Runway, and it aired from March until May of last year. I ended up winning the competition, randomly enough. And yeah, it was weird. And so in May of last year, we relaunched the business under my first and last name. The company is still called Hunter Dixon, which was my business partner's last name at the time, but now the label is shipping to stores under my first and last name. And now I've parted ways with my business partner, and I have a few angel investors, and now kind of growing the business in a different approach, a different way, and going through ups and downs every single day as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and just really dependent on God and my faith for the strength to get through this crazy world of fashion. And yeah, that's where I am today.
Great. Thanks, Hunter. Jim?
Great. Well, thanks for having me here today. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, David is actually my brother-in-law.
Oh.
So if I didn't show up today, then I'm sure there would have been some interesting discussions around Thanksgiving. But I'm really excited to be here. So I'm founder of a venture capital firm based in Silicon Valley called Formation 8. This is a new fund. We formed it in 2012. And we could explain why, but I was a general partner at a venture firm called Kozla Ventures prior to founding Formation 8. And I could definitely relate to partnership issues and the insanity around alignment of interests and partnership. One of the motivations for my leaving and founding this new venture. We raised a first-time fund of $450 million, which was the largest first-time technology fund since the tech bubble in 2000, 2001. So we're pretty excited about having that stamp, and we're investing in the tech space. We've been up and running for a while now, and are kind of reaching the end of Fund 1 and thinking about how we plan for Fund 2. I guess one question I get asked from people in New York whenever I'm here meeting entrepreneurs or fundraising, that show Silicon Valley, it's amazing there actually is a show about Silicon Valley, but I watched one episode and then I never watched it again because it is very true to life, and I'm like, I basically live all this craziness, so why do I need to watch the show, right? But it's a really